and here we are around the planet for the month of July. It's always fun to have July, 4th of July celebrations. I'm super excited to introduce and interview Jeremiah Watson. Jeremiah, thank you so much for agreeing to this. Why don't you tell us a little bit what your current position is and what you did before that?
I'm the general manager at Planet Honda. Before that, I was the general sales manager for 3 years and a sales manager before that.
So how many years total would that be?
I've been with the organization for 5 years. I've been in the car business 21 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you start as a salesperson?
Yeah, 2004 I started.
Tell us about how you got into the business initially. That's always a fun story.
Yeah, I had a new baby. So my wife and I had just moved to Denver, and I was working at Starbucks and delivering in the day and delivering pizzas at night.
Yep.
And we were young. I was 24.
Okay.
And yeah, I had a friend of a friend that was a sales manager at a car dealer, and he interviewed me, and haven't looked back since.
And you've done an amazing job, and your career shows that. 5 years. That's an awesome rise up that you did.
Yeah, thank you.
That's great. So
it's been fun.
I know. So how would you describe each different position? So if, in case someone doesn't know, like, what does GM do?
Sure.
I know you're the boss, but what do you literally do? Maybe give us a rundown.
Sure. A big part of my job is just leading the leaders of the organization and just helping them have the equipment that they need and the tools they need to lead their departments. There's a little bit of accountability there. There's some vision casting. You know, I try to do a lot of manage by walking around. We call it. It's like a thing that we talk about often. It's called MBWA, just manage by walking around.
There you go. Did you name that yourself?
Present.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm responsible for the results of the overall profitability of the dealership and the culture of the dealership and the feel of it when you walk in. And yeah. So luckily I have a good team around me.
Well, you explained it very well, because that is true. I think one of the things I love seeing about you and our other GMs as well is it really, you take ownership. It is your house, your home, and you want it to look a certain way, feel a certain way, and everyone behave a certain way.
Yeah.
And I think you've done a great job at the Honda store.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Appreciate that.
That's awesome. Now, how would you explain the different jobs, like sales manager?
Sure.
GSM, because some stores don't have a GSM and some do, so maybe not everyone knows what that is.
Yeah, so the sales managers typically have a group of salespeople that they're responsible for. They're kind of responsible for the day-to-day sales. You know, what do we have going today? Appraising cars, confirming appointments. They're really the engine that drives the sales department. And then the general sales manager, Jim Kurtz, does that now. His days are occupied by being the lead sales manager and really driving the department and really, again, setting vision for the department, holding the sales managers accountable, teaching them just the little things that they can be doing to be the most productive they can be at any given moment. So one of the kind of mottos we say is like, what can I be doing right now to sell a car? And so anytime a salesperson has downtime or is just wondering what should I be doing right now, that's always the filter that we run it through. And Jim's really good at kind of keeping people engaged in that process. So that's what I did for a few years. And
you gave a great example of, as a salesperson, there's always something to do, because maybe not everyone is doing the same thing. So what exactly are those things that they should be doing or could be doing to increase their sales?
Sure. A big part of it is follow-up, managing their time, doing what they said they would do, sending videos to customers. So if a customer sends a request in for information about a vehicle, one of the first things we do is take a video of ourselves around the car, and then to kind of be unique in it, we actually will point out flaws if it's a used
interesting.
car. Yeah, we'll pan back and say this is a great car. If it's a certified car, for example, we do this big inspection. We do full reconditioning. Obviously, being a used vehicle, it looks good. It looks really good, and it's going to be a good car for you for a long time. I did notice this tiny little blemish you should know about before you come in. It really sets us apart.
Wow,
for that.
I love that.
Yeah, it's transparent. It puts it lets them know that we're on their side and that we're helping them. And phone calls, text messages. We use in our CRM. We always are getting incoming messages.
Okay.
And so it's really important to respond back to those quickly and get price quotes out. And accessories for salespeople. I mean, they have a lot to do.
There is a lot to do
Yeah.
to stay on top of it.
Yeah, and
I didn't even realize that we were doing videos for the salesperson. I think that I love that because you feel like you
Yeah.
already know the person you're going to come and meet. Because some people still
Exactly.
think it's intimidating to buy a car, so it takes some of it out.
Yeah, it takes. You're exactly right. It creates some comfort before they come in the store. They know who they're looking for once they
Right.
walk in the
I
front
love
door.
that.
Yeah, it's been really good. I think it sets us apart.
That's awesome.
yeah.
So who thought of that?
Oh, it's been.
Everyone's been doing it.
Yeah, it's been a thing for a little while,
Okay.
but like we've been doing it since back in the day, and I think we were one of the first to really implement it.
Okay.
And our salespeople do a good job with
Yeah,
it. So.
that's awesome. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
So Jeremiah, you've been in the business 21 years. And you're talking about the CRM and all these things that are coming in that you have to reply to. Just talk a little bit about how different that is, like how much now
sure.
that drives our business and drives all of us now.
Yeah. Well, when I first got in the car business, internet sales was really just becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And it took off fairly quickly when I first started, and so I've kind of always been in the internet world. But
Okay.
the development of, like, say, AI in responses, again, videos, text messaging has been huge. It used to just be make as many phone calls as you possibly can, and I would say 80% of people prefer text messages now.
I do too. I do.
It's easier.
It's just quicker.
You know? Yeah, it's just, we're meeting people where they are. So
Right.
yeah, and the used car market has changed a lot. We used to, I remember when we first started, and we would appraise a car. If it had 100,000 miles on it, it was like, that car is junk,
Yeah.
it's wore out.
Yeah.
And now it's just getting started. I mean,
that
it's
amazing?
Yeah, I mean, that number is 200,000.
Is it
now.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And even then, we're like, if it's really nice, we could,
And it's still
maybe some
working.
teenager
Yeah.
can drive it
Exactly.
or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's so interesting how it's changed, though.
Yeah.
Well, and the cars have changed so much too.
Yeah.
Like before, you would get in and turn a key and just drive it. Now I'm like, what do I push?
Right. Right.
And then have I changed gears?
Yeah.
We were laughing. My granddaughter Gracie, I may have told you this, wanted to go through the car wash on her yes day. She'd never been through a car wash, and so of course I haven't been through a car wash in a while.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's go do it. So we go through, and I didn't know that you don't drive. The car wash drives you.
Yeah.
It kind of helped to tell somebody that.
Yeah.
So she's telling me put the car in neutral. I could not put it in neutral. I kept trying.
Oh,
and I think I had to get to D and then go back to N. It's probably a way to protect it or something, but
Yeah.
it was very comical. So
That's funny.
because I'm old school, I was like, okay, this is getting really, these cars are getting really complicated, but they're so great.
Yeah, they're really good. I mean, even just like the fact that most people don't use the navigation system in their car anymore. They plug their phone in and get directions
I
from
know.
that. I mean, even that is a huge change.
Oh, it's a huge change.
Backup cameras has been
Everything.
huge, so,
I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing how far the industry has come.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
really exciting.
With Hondas, it's really nice because the lane keep is really good and really smooth. So I have a long commute, so every day I just kind of put it in the adaptive cruise control, and it kind of drives itself for me. Sometimes it has to
Nice.
like remind me to keep my hand on
Yeah,
the steering
put your
wheel.
hands on the wheel.
Yeah.
I love when it does that,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
That's nice, though.
Yeah, the quality of cars is a big difference
Yeah.
from 2004 to now. It really is
Right.
a huge thing. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think we were a little bit ahead of the game with internet sales when COVID hit. Because
Oh,
we
yeah.
transitioned pretty quickly into
Yeah.
delivering cars at home and texting. We had a great setup, a great process, which obviously you were part of.
Yeah.
And it really made a difference, it seemed like.
Yeah, and we were already using Roadster, our digital retailing front. We were already using that, and so it was a natural transition into
Right.
just send all the numbers to the customer, and they can okay it, they can send it back to us.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty, I mean, as smooth as you could say
It
something
helped.
was in
Yeah,
COVID.
it helped. And then having, negotiation free also helped because they didn't have to come in and feel like they had to have this one-on-one negotiation.
Totally.
We could say, here's our price,
Yep.
and this is how we do business.
Yep.
So I think it worked out really well.
Yeah, for sure. You're exactly
Well, you're
right.
running a great store, and everyone, I'm sure, realizes too that you're also in charge of parts and service, the whole store.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been something new for you. How have you adjusted or adapted to that? I know you're learning so much.
That's the key, is just continue to be humble and be teachable and learn. And we have great leaders down in service.
Right.
And I've been around a lot of great service guys. I have been real purposeful about going to different trainings for service. We've engaged in Chris Collins really deeply, our training arm for service. And yeah, really, I just, again, try to manage by walking around. I try to say hi to every tech every day and
That's
every
nice.
advisor. I fail at it often, but that's one of the things on my checklist every
Right.
day, just
Yeah.
to make sure that I'm always just kind of just being there and asking people how they're doing. And,
right.
You know, just really trying to let them know that I support them, even though half the time I don't even know what they're doing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I'll walk in and they're pulling an engine out of a car, and I'll be like, that looks like a big job. And all right, see you later.
It's true. It is true.
Yeah.
But I think it's so important just to be present, which is what you are.
Yeah.
You know, you're just being present.
Yeah.
To everybody in your store.
Yeah.
And they know they can also creates an open door policy where they feel comfortable. They're like, hey, Jeremiah comes down and says hi to me.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something. I'm going to go talk to him.
Yeah, I try to take down those walls as much as possible. You know, the technicians specifically are so important to the health of the store.
They are.
It's so big, and the wealth of knowledge that they have.
Oh
and
my gosh.
The just hard work that they do, and so it's neat to get to know them. And I grew up in a very blue collar family. My dad worked at a dairy factory, and we like restored cars together and stuff. So
fun.
yeah, so we, you know, I have a general knowledge of those things. So I have enough knowledge to really be able to like be in awe of what they do every day. You know.
Yeah, exactly. You can appreciate how hard it is.
Yeah.
I know. I see them working. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And they're so smart. I mean, the technology brain that they have to do what they can do amazes me.
Yeah, that's the thing, is they have to be IT guys now.
I know.
They have to know how to drop an engine and replace it, and plug it into the computer, read all the results.
I know.
Take all the classes on the computer. I mean, they really legitimately have to be IT guys now.
Yeah, they really are.
So
we appreciate all the techs.
Yeah,
they work
much
really hard. We appreciate everybody, but it is a job that sometimes you just see them and you think, oh, they're working hard. I don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But they're working very hard, and they're very smart. So
for sure.
It's good to know.
Yeah, yeah.
So Jeremiah, I know the market's changed a little bit. You know, we went from a car shortage after COVID, where everybody was, I'll take any color you have, to now I'm sure it's gotten a lot more difficult. Why don't you maybe explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's been fun to see our salespeople adapt to the current environment, because like you said, a lot of the people that are in sales now started when it was just people coming in and saying, what do you have available? We take a deposit, the car comes in a month later, and then they come buy the car. And it's different now. It's much more competitive environment. It's a lot more like it used to be, in that, you know, our job is to really build value in the brand, in the vehicle, in themselves, and it's been fun to watch them adapt to that, for sure. It's harder, but that's like the beauty of the car business, is that almost every day brings something different, and we don't just sit and do the same thing every day. So it's been a lot of fun to see that. And then service has changed also in that during COVID it was almost this weird rush into service, you know, and so that has changed with RO counts dropping a little bit, but then with Honda, I was just talking this morning with Zach. We were talking about how Honda customers, one of the reasons why Honda is such a great brand is because their customers are really good, and they're willing to maintain their vehicle. Some of these non-Hondas that we get in on trade, it blows you away, the work that needs done on them.
Seriously?
Yeah. And
that's interesting.
I mean, yeah, and the Hondas often come in very well maintained. You know, our service advisors do a good job of kind of like coaching people. Here's what's due today. Here's what we'll be due next time.
I love that.
And people often say yes. You know, which there's other brands that they just buy the car, they want to drive it as long as they can, and then get rid of it. You know, so the market has definitely changed a lot, but it's still fun.
Right,
you know?
It is fun. And I think long term you're developing a better relationship, to be honest, because you have to.
Yeah.
You know, you're working a little bit harder maybe to make sure it's the right car, right fit, right everything.
Yeah.
And maybe it takes a little bit longer, but I think people really appreciate that. Like if you read our comments coming back, all of our comments are like, they worked so hard for me, they found the right car for me. You know, you really can read how hard people are working. And I always go back to this, but I think you especially, and all of our GMs, but we all have a heart to serve, and it just shows throughout the store. And I think the customers see that when they see a salesperson working so hard to find whatever it is, the right color, the right car, the right price. You know, obviously you have to be able to pay for it, and the right monthly payment.
Right.
So I think, we have such a great referral business too, that I think that shows too. So that's all a reflection on you as a leader. So thank you.
Thank you. Well, yeah, you mentioned leadership. We teach our salespeople that sales is leadership because they're leading their guests through a process.
Right.
And sometimes that leadership requires a little bit of an uncomfortable moment, or a little bit of pushing, or knowing when to back off. Right. Knowing when to say the right things, building equity, emotional equity with people. So leadership and sales are very, very similar. So it's neat to see as somebody develops in their sales career, they also develop in their leadership skills with the other salespeople, having that servant mentality of how can I help.
Right.
So
yeah, it's nice to see.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. It's fun to see them grow.
It is nice. Yeah. Now, I know it's always fun to see the office interact with you and vice versa, because the office plays a huge part for your for the sales department at least. And, tell us a little bit about that in case people don't really understand the relationship there.
Yeah, so I've known Laura, our controller, I've known Laura since the day I got into the car business.
That's amazing.
In 2004.
That's amazing.
And so we've developed a really fun relationship over the years, and she does a great job of leading her department. They're so behind the scenes, and they work so diligently to keep all the money moving, to keep all the title work moving.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, the things that they have to do to just one car deal to make it a legal purchase for people is amazing. And they just kind of just come in and they do their thing every day, and they keep the drama low, and they just, tell us what they need, and they do their job. They just do it very, very well and very efficiently.
They do.
Danielle does a great job of leading her office. It amazes me how she knows like every account number, every account code, every line. It's just, I'll call her and say, hey, what expense line do I need to put this expense under? And she's like, and she tells me the number, not just the name of the line, but the number of it. That's so impressive.
I know, her brain.
It's crazy.
It's like a big highway with all these intersections, and she knows everything.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that is amazing.
I really, really cherish her and that relationship. She helps me a ton. So
it's fun to see that. But it's also fun. You said no drama, but actually there is a little drama with all the pranking going on. I haven't heard it for a while, but
true.
We have to touch on that a little bit. So because that's part of what's fun with the office.
The Nerf guns are, just get a shot to the behind with a Nerf gun.
She's so
walking away.
I know, she's so funny. So anyway, that's the only drama we have, which thank God is fun.
That's true.
It's a fun little interaction. So we do love the office.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're great.
I know. So Jeremiah, I know you put a lot of hours in. Why don't you tell us anything you want to share with us with your hobbies or your family?
Sure.
I know you have a commute that takes you to a beautiful place. So whatever you want to share, and share pictures, we of course would love to see.
Sure. So I mean, the biggest thing is I have been married to my wife for going on 21 years.
That's amazing.
22 years, sorry. Yeah, 22 years in October.
She's so cute. Yeah.
She's awesome, and we have 4 kids, and we started right away. We got pregnant 2 weeks after we got married, and again, that's why I got into the car business. Is I had a newborn. I had to figure out a way to support a family.
Exactly.
My oldest daughter is 21. She just got married.
So exciting.
That was probably one of the best days of my life.
Oh, we'd love to show pictures, so if you feel comfortable, we'll put a picture up.
Absolutely. She was a beautiful bride. And she was just a great bride too. She was so welcoming to her guests and engaging, and she didn't seem stressed during the day. And just their vows were beautiful. It was a phenomenal day.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I have a 19-year-old son who works full-time, and he's in college full-time. He'll have his degree finished in December.
That's amazing.
In business and accounting. And then I have a 15-year-old daughter, Lily, who is in the process of getting her driver's license.
Okay.
She's a star soccer player.
Yeah, she's so much fun.
Yeah, and then we have Joshua, who's 15. He's going into his freshman year, and he likes to run, and he's a good guy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you're very blessed. You have a beautiful family.
Yeah, and we live out in Sedalia, which is south of Chatfield. We live out in the country. During COVID, I realized that I needed some space.
Yeah.
So we bought this country house. It's a 1960s brick ranch out on some property, and we just have a beautiful view of the mountains. And
I love
you know,
it.
as I drive home at the end of the night, I can just feel my shoulders go down and just sit on the back porch and watch the sunset. And
Love it.
my kids tease me because I'm always like, "Come out and watch the sunset. You only get a certain amount of sunsets in your life."
That's true.
So
That is true.
It's been great living out there, and just kind of. I grew up in the country in Ohio,
Right.
And it's nice to kind of be back in that.
You feel like you're back there.
Yeah, there's a lot of cows around
Right.
and horses,
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
you know, we see deer on our property almost every day,
Yeah,
and there's
it's
a
just
big elk
nice.
herd that we run
Oh,
by.
wow,
And,
that's
yeah,
nice.
It's pretty neat out there. So
Yeah, one of my best friends lived in Sedalia for many, many years, and
Oh, okay.
it's spectacular.
yeah, it's nice.
The views are unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a bit of a drive, but I've actually liked the drive.
Yeah.
It gives me some
Like you
podcast
said,
time and some
listen to something.
Yeah, exactly.
Wind down, like you said.
yeah, book time and
Yeah.
like Audible, and I come home and I try to come home and I've
Right.
decompressed
Yeah.
already, as opposed to I
Yeah.
used to live 3 miles from my house, and I loved that too.
Right.
But sometimes I would come home and I'm still
You're still on.
in work mode.
Yeah, and
so,
you're like, okay, let's take it down.
yeah, it's actually helped me a little bit.
That is really good. So
Yeah.
what kind of books do you like to read or listen to?
Well, Jenny makes fun of me because I typically will only read books that I say make me a better person.
Okay.
So I don't
Right.
like just
Just to read
fiction books to
Yeah.
read, but I try to always be reading a leadership book
Okay.
or some sort of like a Christian book to help me grow in my faith, or as a father, or
Right.
as a husband. History books, I like a lot of
Okay.
historical books,
Okay.
kind of thing. So
What's a great, if you want to recommend somebody for a leadership book or
Sure.
a self-improvement
Yeah.
book, what would you recommend? Do you have one favorite or a
I'd say-
couple?
I think Atomic Habits is my
Oh, I
favorite
haven't heard of it.
book.
Atomic
it's so
Habits.
good. Yes, it
Huh.
basically talks about you become the person that your habits determine that you are. And so if you want to become a certain type of person, or a certain type of leader or father or husband, or whatever the case might be, then work backwards from that and say, well, what would that kind of person do on a daily basis?
Right.
And then instill those habits into your life. And so, it's a very good book. It's by I think it's by James Clear.
Okay,
if I
I'm going to
remember
check
right.
it out.
Yeah, it's
I'm
really
always
good.
looking for new books to read.
Yeah, good one for sure.
Okay, we'll
Yep.
check. Everyone can check it out.
Yeah,
and let
for
you
sure.
go visit Jeremiah and tell him what you think of it. Right,
Yeah.
Jeremiah, thank you again so much for
Yeah.
willing to be interviewed and share yourself with the rest of the company. It's
Yeah.
always fun to get to know each other a little bit better, and I really appreciate everything you do every day. I know it's not easy, and you make it look easy.
Thanks.
And I appreciate that about you.
Thank you. Thank
So
you for
thank you.
doing this.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.